From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Valentine's Day was on Friday.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Shem Maurie hit up a restaurant and started interrupting people's dinners. So Maurie's walking up the tables and interrupting people while they're having their dinners, right?
Food looked great.
So before I play for you what happened with these conversations, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, give you an update, that one out of the couples that you're going to hear have already broken up.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What?
Yes. Here's the note they sent to Maurie, the girl in the relationship. Hey, Maurie, just wanted to thank you and let you know that I was one of the couples you interviewed. Update, we broke up.
No.
I realized I deserved better after you interviewed us, and he ended it.
Shut up.
He ended it.
Shut up.
But I was also going to end it. I just wanted to say thank you for being the sign I needed.
Oh, my. Oh,
Listen, she got out of the relationship she wanted to. It's fine.
Sounds like he did.
They both did. It sounded like.
Oof.
So.
Oh, wait. Do we know which couple it is in this montage?
I do.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, you can tell.
No. I already know.
Mocha already knows.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Because I'll play for you what happened throughout the entire night.
Please.
And then, I don't know if you guys want to guess which couple.
Yes.
And then I'll play a little bit of who it was. Okay.
Couples all around, you could feel the love in the air. Hi, what's your name?
Brad.
How is your Valentine's Day date going so far? Honestly, no, whisper to me. Honestly speaking, are you happy with how it's going?
Yeah, the food's been good and the company's been even better.
How long have you guys been together?
A couple months now.
Oh, this is your first Valentine.
It is our first one.
And that's what you wore?
Yes.
What would you have done differently to make this Valentine's Day better?
I mean, I would have loved a limo and maybe some big flowers and maybe a violinist and some wine, but we all can't be choosers.
Flowers.
Oh, flowers, yes, I did get flowers from him, though. I did get 2 bouquets from him.
All right, let's sing a romantic song together.
Got it.
Can you feel the love tonight? Okay, I'm interrupting Valentine's Day dinner. Oh, you've downed the wine already?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Judgment.
You can't go wrong here.
How long have you guys been together?
Oh, it's been a little bit over almost, actually. Yeah.
What would you have done to make this Valentine's Day dinner a little better?
I would have made it a private dinner on a rooftop with heaters and then looking out over the city.
And do you like how he's dressed, or would you have dressed differently if you were him?
I like it. He's wearing the friendship bracelet I made him for the Taylor Swift concert that I went to.
Whoa.
So, yeah, it's pretty cute.
Are you guys engaged?
Soon to be.
Do you want to do it right now?
If I had a ring, I would.
I'll give you my wedding ring. Do you want to do it now?
No, I want to give her the ring she deserves.
Is this your first Valentine's Day with this guy?
It is, yes.
How long have you guys been together?
A few months now.
So let's look at the guy. Would you have dressed differently than the way he's dressed for a romantic dinner?
Oh, he's got a Keswick dinner jacket on. It's perfect.
But a ball cap.
I think he looks incredible.
He's very cute. I'll give you that.
He's got his new Lululemon pants on.
Oh, okay. Points there.
Yep, I agree.
So, will there be another date after this?
I'll give him another date, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm interrupting Valentine's Day? How's the date going so far?
It's going really well.
What can he do to make this Valentine's Day better?
Take me out for dessert after.
Oh, is that code?
I just need a sweet treat after my...
Is that code too?
No.
She wants a sweet treat after this.
And I'm going to give her a sweet treat right after this.
Oh, hey.
Get it done, get it over with.
Look at her and tell her how you feel.
I feel like she's the most beautiful girl in the world. I enjoy my time with her, even though it's been only a month since she said, and I know it's only been a month. It's the greatest decision that I've chose.
And what are you going to do after dinner?
I'm going to take her out to dessert. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Oh, well.
Okay, so here we go.
Just a quick update.
Yes.
One of these couples that Dan and Maury talked to on Friday for Valentine's Day have already broken up.
So the first, we didn't get a lot of names, so I just wrote down a bunch of descriptions. The first couple was Brad, was who we heard from. It was their first Valentine's Day. When Maury asked his date what could have been better on that night, she started rhyming off a limo, a violin player, more flowers, all this stuff. The second couple been together 1 year. When Maury asked what could have made this dinner any better, she said it could have been better if it was a private dinner on a rooftop with heaters. He was the guy that was wearing the Taylor Swift friendship bracelet, and he said hopefully soon to be engaged. Number 3, they've been together a few months. He was wearing the ball cap and Lululemon pants for Valentine's Day.
Nah, bro. Failed right there.
Number 4 was a woman who had said that she wished the date would end up going out for dessert or a sweet treat, as she said it. And then her fiance said, I'll give her a sweet treat, get it done and get it over with.
And I'm going to give her a sweet treat right after this.
Get it done and get it over with. They've been together for 1 month. Okay.
Which out of all them couples broke up?
I'm going to say it was couple number 2, the woman who wanted the... Oh, no. I'm going to say... Oh, God. I'm going to say couple number 2, the woman who wanted the private dinner with the rooftop heaters. No. I'm going couple number 1, who wanted the limo. I'm going couple number 1.
Maria?
I'm going Lululemon pants.
Lululemon pants.
Baseball cap.
That's couple number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, Shem?
I'm going to go couple number 2.
Couple number 2 is the private dinner with the rooftop with heaters. Yeah. I thought about that one, but he's got the Taylor Swift friendship bracelet.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm switching. I'm going couple number 2. I'm couple number 2.
Taylor
Don't
Swift
point out to a stranger that I'm wearing a Taylor Swift friendship bracelet.
So you think they broke up?
I do. Yeah.
There's a couple that broke up.
Yeah, the food's been good and the company's been even better.
How long have you guys been together?
A couple months now.
This is your first Valentine.
It is our first one.
And that's what you wore.
Yes.
What would you have done differently to make this Valentine's Day better?
I mean, I would have loved a limo and maybe some big flowers and maybe a violinist and some wine. But,
she crazy.
We all can't be choosers.
Brad.
Violinist?
I did get flowers from him, though. I did get 2 bouquets from him.
So even though she got 2 bouquets, the 2 of them broke up.
Damn.
Again, here's what she said to Dan and Maury. Wanted to thank you and let you know that I was one of the couples you interviewed, Brad and Sarai. Update, we broke up. I realized I deserved better after you interviewed us, and he ended it, but I was going to end it anyways. I just wanted to say thank you for being the sign I needed.
Damn. I guess that's like... Yes, right? Are we applauding that?
I don't. A violinist?
Oh. Yes.
But also...
Yes. And I'm going to give her a sweet treat right after this.
Yay! The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So it was Valentine's Day over the weekend. Seems like forever ago because we had the long weekend attached to it. Mm-hmm. And I was making Catherine dinner. I was making dinner for the girls, Catherine and Roxy. And got her flowers and a card and all her favorite chocolate. Beautiful. And then I was in the kitchen making dinner. And Catherine had disappeared for a while. She had to go out and do something. And then as I was like making dinner, Catherine comes in with what I had no idea was going to be my Valentine's Day gift. But Catherine walks in, puts some groceries down on the counter, and then opens up her jacket and pulls out a kitten with a red bow around his neck.
Oh, no! Stop.
Right?
Come on.
Yeah, because she knew I was so heartbroken.
They sell those at the grocery store?
No. Because she knew I was so heartbroken that Pickles died. And that I've been like really missing sort of having like that thing, even though we have 3 other cats. Yeah. 4 is the perfect number. So she pulls out this tiny little kitten and he's like adorable. Here, I'll show you a picture of him right now.
What's his name? Can you say his name?
Yeah, I'll tell you his name in a
second. Adorable.
So when it comes to the name, right? Like I had naming rights for this one in the house, and we all understood that I had naming rights, right? And so we have the kitten, and he's awesome. Right, he's so affectionate, so fun, and Roxy's like, "Hey, what do you want to name him?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna need to hang out with him for like 24, right? Just need to spend some time with the little dude, and then I'm gonna like figure out like a great name for him." And they're like, "Cool." And I go, "And I will do this. I will come up with 2 names that I love and I think will be perfect for the cat, and then I'll unveil them, and then you guys can decide. Maybe number 1 is a slam dunk, and we go with that.
Yeah.
And then if not number 1, then I got a number 2, right?
Okay.
So no problem.
Okay.
So I spent a full 24 hours with this kitty, right? Sleeping on me. I'm waking up at 4:30 in the morning to like feed him and play with him.
Yeah.
Because they're only up for like 3 hours a day, and then they sleep for 20, right?
Yeah, amazing.
And so I spend time with them, and I'm like, I got 2 names. I got 2 perfect names for this little kitten.
Okay.
Right? So I bring the family in,
Yes.
and I'm like, okay, here's the name. Are you ready? And they go, yes. And I go, I would like to name him Dickie.
Okay.
Right?
Why?
Because I think it's an adorable name.
Okay.
Right? And Catherine immediately goes, I cannot have a cat named Dickie. And I go, why not? And she goes, because if he's sick, I cannot call the vet and say Dickie has diarrhea.
Yeah, that's fine. That's so true.
Okay?
But also fire at the same time. Be forced to say that.
Okay. So then I go, wow, that's shocking to me. I thought you guys are going to be fully on board with Dickie.
Yeah.
So let's go to my backup name. And they were like, okay, what's the backup name? And I go, Phil.
Phil? A grown man name, bro.
I like that one, though.
You can't name
like
a cat
that.
Phil. Please tell me there was a third option.
Okay. So we wait another 24 hours because
Yeah.
I'm like, I need more time.
Okay. So you come up with how many more names?
Right? We sort of brainstormed and we were throwing some stuff around, everything else. Anyway, what we decided on as a family.
Please say Phil.
No, we did not go with Phil. Did not even make it. Like Phil barely made it past my lips.
No.
Jesus.
So okay, so Phil was just dead, right? Like there was no chance I was
Poor
getting.
Phil.
There's no.
R.I.P. Phil.
There's no chance I was getting Phil. Okay, I really wanted Phil because I
course
thought
you
that
did.
would be cool, right?
He's nuts.
Okay. Anyway, so there was no chance I was going to be able to pull off Phil. And then, so we spent another 24 with the cat, and then we're all throwing around names. And because they have to have a certain thing, because like we have Fig, but we call him Figgy. We had Pickles, we call her Picky, right? All this other stuff. You know what you do with an animal name, right? So anyway, so the name we all decided on was Ozzy. Which I think is
that
cute,
name.
right? So
that's so good.
So that's the little dude, and I
Oh,
love
that's such a cute name.
I love him a lot already.
I honestly thought, can I tell you the 3 names that I immediately thought of, just knowing you and your personality?
Yeah.
And how you like to name your cats? I thought you were either going to name the cat Nacho, because you love nachos.
Yeah.
Wings, because you love wings.
Yeah.
Or Burger,
Right. Yeah.
because you love burgers.
Yeah, I do. I thought about going that way. Burger's a cute name, but I don't know if the girls would have gone for it. And I really like blew it with Phil. Like that's like even if I had a third, right, I wouldn't have been able to say it. Like it was just the conversation was over at that point.
Yeah.
And you know what? They looked at me like I had failed the cat, right, and the family. Like it was a really uncomfortable because I was so proud. I was like, oh my God, Dickie's the greatest name in the
but
world.
from Dickie to Phil are just two like extremes.
That's what I
Very
tried to do.
extreme.
I tried to do 2 extremes in case one didn't work, right?
I thought you would have picked Czar.
Czar?
Roz backwards.
Oh.
You mean Zor?
Zor?
Or Zor.
Zor? No. Why would I do that? That's a terrible cat name. No, what I should have called it. Hold on, let me do this. No, never mind.
What were you getting?
I was going to try and figure out. What's your dog's name, Maury?
Oh, Andy Monroe.
Andy Monroe. Yeah, I should have
You
called.
should have named the cat Andy Monroe. Bro, that would have been fire.
I should have called him Marilyn Warhol.
I'm not sure.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Hey, let me ask you this question. Let's say we had like you're working a 40-hour work week, like 9 to 5. Like you know what I mean, right? Like regular jobs where you're not getting up at 3 and I'm like,
Sure.
whatever it is, right? If you could dictate, because we've talked about this, the amount of people, it's unbelievably popular if you were to ask people to build your ideal work week, right? The vast majority of people say, instead of 8 hours, 5 days, the vast majority of people would do 10 hours, 4 days.
Absolutely.
Right? That's with a 3-day weekend, right? That's the sort of ultimate way to structure 4 days at work, 3 days off.
Sure.
Right? Are we all in agreement that is the ultimate sort of, Shem? No, you're shaking your head?
No, I wouldn't do it that way.
You wouldn't do it that way?
No.
To me, your ideal work week is laid out as what?
For me, I would do 2 days, 20 hours.
Yeah.
I really would.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I work a lot now, and just to add a couple extra and do it in 2 days.
So 20-hour days
to get 5 off.
Okay.
Absolutely.
No, you wouldn't though, Shem,
No.
because there's a problem.
Why?
Is that you have to have time in between those 2 days.
Do you have to?
Well, what are you going to do?
You can't do 2 20-hour
Brian
days,
barely
man.
sleep now.
No. But what's your like? Let's say that.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Timing wise, I see what you're saying.
Timing wise.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So when they asked people this, 2% of people actually said what Shem said, which is 2 20-hour days.
But the world doesn't operate that way.
No. If you could create it, like let's say your job was data entry, right? Where you just sat at a computer terminal, like the guys in Severance, right? And you just did data entry, right?
No.
So 2% of people said 2 20-hour days. 4% of people said that they would do 40 hours straight. Which
there's going to be so many mistakes in your work.
I don't know. I don't know who's going to check your work after that.
Yeah.
Okay, so damn it, Maury, your ideal
I
work
would do
week.
the 4-day one because the problem with the 2-day one is that when you get back to work, you're spending so much time, catching up on everything that happened while you were off.
Let's just say your data entry. Nothing is happening while you're off.
It's still doing the 4.
Okay, Maria.
I need time.
Yeah, I would do the 4.
I'm doing 4.
I agree.
15% of people said that they would do 3 13-hour days.
Oh, hang on now. Hold on now. Let's discuss that.
I'm still doing 4.
No, I think I'm going to switch to the 15%, say the 3 13-hour days.
3 days?
Yeah.
No. I think that there's more.
13% of people are psychos. They said that they would do 6 hour days. That's their ideal.
That doesn't make
weird.
sense. You weirdos.
6.
So they would rather have more time, right? Like
During the day?
work 9 to 3.
No, that's stupid.
And do that for 6 days a week.
I ain't doing that.
But for me, the 4-day work week, 10 hours a day is good. But I'm leaning now towards the 3 13-hour days.
Yeah, because what's an extra 3 hours at that point?
I don't know. I think that there's still room
What's
for
an
error.
extra 3 hours? What do you mean?
Like from 10 hour to 13 hour.
Oh, so you're saying from going from 4 10 hours.
What's the extra
Yeah.
3 at that point? That's nothing.
I mean, sometimes we do that now.
Yeah, I mean, 13 hours is I did that for a lot of years. It's no joke.
I know.
It's not
That's what
fun.
I'm saying.
It's murder on the
sticking to-
body.
I'm sticking to the
3
4
days.
days.
So imagine you only do 3 days of that and then you have the rest of the week.
I could be convinced for 3 13-hour days
Now,
for
which-
sure.
which
For
3 days?
sure. Well, you don't get to pick.
We can pick everything else.
No, let's just say you don't get to pick your days because it's just like when everybody worked from home.
So I'm picking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
What's that? Who are you calling?
Our boss, Alex.
To find out what if we can
No,
do.
to tell him.
Oh, to tell him what?
That we're switching the show. We're switching hours.
We're gonna
doing
do
4
3 8-hour shows.
8-hour shows.
Okay.
Or 2 20-hour shows. I don't know. Up for debate.
Why don't we start on Monday morning?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Alex,
Why don't we start the show first thing Monday morning and wrap the show Tuesday afternoon? How many hours is that?
A lot.
30, and then we'll come back and do one show on Friday with Climax.
Yo, I'm down.
You're down?
Wait, so like we have to stay here?
On air.
Yeah.
Can I bring my dog?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
Perfect.
It's a policy
If Romeo
against
could
that.
be here, then I'm fine.
No,
I'm going to
there's-
say yes.
No, I'm allergic.
You're not allergic.
Bro, you got 4 cats at home.
You're fine.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Health Canada is warning people in at least 3 provinces against using unauthorized sexual enhancement products that they say could pose serious health risks. They say that they have seized various products from stores in New Brunswick, Quebec, and Ontario that have found to contain dangerous ingredients. Many of those products are found to contain sildenafil, which is the prescription drug for erectile dysfunction. So basically like the active ingredient in things like Viagra, I guess. they say should only be used under the supervision of a healthcare professional. Side effects can range from headaches to dizziness to abnormal vision to increased risk of heart attack or stroke for people with heart problems.
You hear that, Shem?
They seize this stuff all the time. And because they seize this stuff all the time, I went to the government's website. And because it's such an ongoing thing, the government has a page by page by page by page list of all of the products that they've seized that they say you shouldn't be taking.
You should cross-reference that, Shem.
So let me read this is like the gas station Viagra that you see in all the places, right?
The power horse.
Yeah. So let me go through a few of them right now, just in case. This is what you should not be taking. Okay.
Pay attention, Shem.
Okay. Raging Bull, Black Mamba.
What are these?
Alien 2 Power, Tiger 5000, Rhino 69, Rhino Gold, Rhino XL Extreme, Res Erection.
Hello.
Lord of mercy.
Lucky Lady. And horny goat weed. Okay,
my nicknames in high school.
Don't take any of those. Don't buy that stuff. Okay.
You hear that, Shem?
What are y'all looking at me for?
Did you cross-reference?
There's a few other names on here that
there's
I don't
a lot.
think you
There's
can say on the radio.
We don't need to do that, Maria. Okay, stop Googling. Stop Googling.
Sorry,
Stop
I
Googling.
really came down a dark hole.
Just stop Googling. That's the whole purpose
Shem,
of the pills.
Are you good? You think the one stuff that you have is okay? What was it? Rhino XL?
So there's Rhino 69, Rhino Gold, and Rhino XL Extreme.
Oh, XL Extreme. Is that what you keep in the Kia Forte XL?
No, I use 68.
Use 68.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Maybe you're safe with 68.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't think you're safe with 68.
Oh my God!
I think the.
Maria, don't.
Maria, just stop Googling, Maria. Stop Googling. Close the page right now. Stop Googling. I literally went through and found the ones that I could read on the show. Okay, I don't want you to slip. Stop Googling. Close the page.
You know what, Maria's going to take that whole list and just forward it to her group chat now.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Just stop. Just stop.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
A little bit of snow on the weekend, huh?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, wildness.
Wild, dude. It was so wild. But it was manageable, though, in the sense that I had no expectations for it, right? Like, it was an impossible task. So it's not like I went out and I was frustrated because I sort of knew what I was going to get. What's the matter, Maria?
No, Mocha's not muted on his Zoom.
Oh,
and
there we go.
Keep hearing his echo. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
There we go.
No, I wanted to let you know.
Maria's like pointing, but she was like pointing down to like her
I thought maybe you could see that I was pointing at the name.
Sorry,
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, but Maria, when somebody points on Zoom, right? Like all I see is when we all only see your face, right?
Sorry.
And then somebody on Zoom starts pointing down like this.
Oh. Yeah.
Right? I'm like, what's going on down there?
I forgot to wear pants.
Yeah. Who's not zipped up?
Just for reference, Shem and Maria are working in a different studio from where Roz and I are. That's why we're on Zoom.
And Maury works in a third studio. Yes.
Sorry, you can continue.
No.
How did things work out at your house, Maria? Your dad was like outside all weekend?
Yeah, he was out there all weekend. I went and helped him once. And then my back was destroyed.
Yeah.
Because I the plow came by and then it was like another 3 feet of snow. So I couldn't let him go back out there by himself again. So I went and helped him clear the ice. And we don't have a snowblower.
Why not? Why haven't you bought him a snowblower?
First of all, I don't even think he wants it. Now he does.
No, now he does.
We had one.
Yeah.
And he sold it because we haven't had snowfall like this in years. And he was like, okay,
he
like
wants one now.
And now he's like, he's going to go buy an electric one, I think.
An electric?
For next year.
No, he needs a gas one.
No, the reason why he was trying to explain it all the weekend is if they're ever away and I have to go use it, that he doesn't trust me using a gas snowblower.
Oh my God.
So he was like, the electric would be easier for me to use.
It would be easier to train you. Right? Like you don't sacrifice a gas snowblower because one person in the family can't use the gas. You train up the family on how to use the gas snowblower.
Why? What's the difference between why
you
is
put
it
gas
so different?
in the snowblower?
No, I'm not saying. I know that.
He doesn't. Listen. You got to turn the gas on. There's a choke. There's all this other stuff.
So
right?
what? I see. I need a manual.
No, you don't need a manual. You just need to learn.
Yeah,
that's it.
Or battery, plug in, boom, starts working.
No, you need gas. You need petrol with this kind of snow.
No, Maria, she would just start a fire anyway, whether it's gas or electric.
I would be worried that you start a fire charging that battery. You know what I mean? No.
So how many times, Roz, how many times did you go out?
I waited until we were up at the cottage, so it was a lot of snow. It was a lot. Like the line I cut at the side of my driveway is from one part of the lawn. The line I cut with the snowblower and the shovel was 3.5 feet. Jeez. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like a canyon. Like my driveway is like a canyon. And then because where we are, it's so windy that the deepest drift that I could see, because I sort of know how high that part of the deck was, we have one drift that comes up on the side of the house and around the house that was over 6 feet.
Yeah.
Right.
That's insane.
So we had this like big giant 6-foot drift. You can't see anything. Like there's like you cannot see anything on the side of the road where the snowplow goes. It was like 7 feet all the way down the road. Right,
That's
just
insane.
it's a 7-foot snowbank all the way.
And you know
all the way
what?
down
In the
road.
city, outside the city, like that was everybody. With
I
the
don't
amount
know.
Of snow.
I don't know what we're all going to do on garbage day, man.
My garbage day is today.
Is it?
Where do you put the bins?
Okay, so here's what I did. So I was out like this entire weekend, much like everybody else, out enough times clearing the driveway. I get home. We were out all day yesterday. I didn't have time to clear the driveway because we got snow again the night before. And I was like thinking the exact same thing. Today is garbage recycling day. I got to get all these bins out.
Yeah.
So last night, at the time that I normally go to bed, which is like in and around 7:30, I went outside and I shoveled the driveway again. And then I got a little bit of the end of the driveway because the plow came by again. And I wasn't going to fire up the snow blower at that time at night. So I just cleared a little area at the end of the driveway so I could put the bins so that when the garbage people come by, they have no problem. But I saw,
you guys,
like, I don't know about your neighborhood, Maria, like for today, but I saw in my neighborhood, people had put their bins like on the snow piles, which you're not allowed to do, first of all. Second of all, if that plow comes by again, all your bins are knocked over onto the street.
Yeah, we're not till Wednesday.
So you guys, live in the suburbs though, so you have like those big wide streets and big driveways. I live like one-way street with street parking, and nobody has anywhere to put the snow. Like there is nowhere for bins.
I know.
Like
So where do you put your bins?
There's nowhere for bins, right?
So what are
like,
you gonna do?
I have no idea.
Like put it on the street?
I have no idea. And one side
Or
of the
put it right in front of your driveway.
One side of the road doesn't have driveways, right? So that's where everybody
shoot.
parks.
Yeah.
So like the snow in between the cars is like 5 feet, right? Like there's nowhere to, like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like they have to move the snow.
Is it supposed to melt anytime soon?
Yeah.
I heard they're moving it to cemeteries.
The snow?
Yeah, is it supposed to get warm?
Yeah. They're moving it to cemeteries.
That can't be allowed.
Why? It's just snow.
I overheard that in one of Matthew's Zoom meetings with his coworkers. They said that.
Oh, so it's not a legal news
No,
source.
that's not a thing, man.
I bet you it is. I'm going to
look it up real quick.
I bet you it is.
I would understand like soccer fields, like you know.
You got disrespect.
You think BMO's going to let the city dump snow on their...
Not that field. I mean public fields.
No.
Snow
I bet you they do.
At cemetery.
Wouldn't surprise me. They got lots of room.
There's no way, guys.
They got lots of room.
Over the tombstones?
Yeah.
No,
Or
that's
just
bad.
like, nobody's using
I
a
can't find
cemetery in
any
the winter.
news story that says this at all.
I bet you they are. I bet you they are.
Oh, what? They try to keep it a secret?
Yeah, why? Wouldn't
Bro, that's
you?
the biggest
This
scandal.
is why they're trying to keep it a secret.
That's the biggest scandal ever.
Dumping snow in a cemetery is the biggest
That's
scandal.
so disrespectful.
No, it's not.
Bro, I could never.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, how do you get it? Like, find the time or the energy or the will in life when you are out there shoveling snow, and then you still have time to like put the drone in the air and film yourself doing it and all this stuff.
It's called time management.
It's not time management. Like, I just want to get at it. I want it over.
Yeah,
I don't want to sit there and document it.
The drone goes up in the air.
Yeah.
And I just leave it.
I know.
And I do my thing.
But then you sit there and you got to like bring it in the house and like cut the footage and all this stuff and edit it like winter.
Bro,
it's crazy to
I
me.
use an app on my phone. It downloads in 2 seconds, and I just clip like 9 seconds of the video.
I know, but it's I don't understand that.
But you do the same thing when you're cutting the lawn.
That's summer though. Summer's different.
Some people love the snow.
Oh,
and
if I
think
see
it's pretty.
somebody in the winter, hey, come get ready with me while I go skiing. I'm like, no. No, I don't want to see that stuff,
What was the last
man.
video you saw?
A lot. There's been a lot.
Get ready with me to go skiing.
Yes, there's been a lot. Or get ready with me while we, trudge our way through the backyard to the wet sauna or whatever the hell it is. I don't know what they have in their house, right? I don't want to watch that stuff. I'm like, why are you setting up a camera outside? I don't want to be outside for 1 second longer than I have to.
Okay, so don't.
I know, but I'm wondering where you get, my initial question is, where do you get the will to even do this? To even want to stay out there doing that for 1 second longer where you have to catch the drone.
Takes 2 seconds.
That's 2 seconds too long.
Catch a drone, I just land it right back on my driveway.
But you know what I mean, though? Why? I don't understand why. You plan and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go get the drone.
Oh no, it wasn't planned. I was like, I'm gonna go outside. Let me see if I can get this shot.
Yeah, I
and
know.
Then just grab the drone. Put it up in the air.
I have to hats off to you because I'm just I don't even want to know people that I don't want people to know I'm out there doing that stuff. I don't need to document it.
Okay,
I just want it done. I want it out of my life.
Because if it was you, you'd have to get all dressed. And do
No,
your
I
hair.
wouldn't. No, I'm not vain like that.
What?
I look terrible in videos
As
all
of
the time.
starting
man.
now.
No. You don't know. But I don't know. It's interesting. I find it I hats off to you because to have the ability and the want to put up a drone and film yourself plowing the driveway is incredible to me.
I'd never done that before. So
That was the first time? How did it feel?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I do like in the winter time.
Is your wife what are you doing? Just get out there and do your thing and come back in. No? Not at all? She's like, what are you messing around with the drone out there for?
As long as the driveway gets clean.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't you have to have a license for the drone?
No. Maury, what, you snitch? What's the matter with you?
He could just respond
What's
and
the
say,
matter
yes, I
with
have
you?
one.
What's the matter with you, though?
It's on his IG. Everyone will
What's the
see
matter?
it.
No, the one that I have is below the weight limit before
skirting.
you need a
Smart.
license.
Oh,
now,
smart.
the old one that I have, still have.
Does it still have the gun on it or no?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Got to keep an eye out for the ops. But that one, I need a license for, and I never got around to doing it because you got to take a course and everything.
Oh, and you have to notify people when you put it in the air.
Yeah.
You
And
got to
have to
call them and get a flight pattern.
Yeah. And you have to have pylons and you have to have a landing pad.
Like a huge nerd, right?
all this
if any guy who's still using that drone and not one of the ones that's under weight class, right? If you see one of those guys with one of those drones and they got pylons in the back of their car, they hate their family.
And you can't do it like that
They hate
particular
that is
one.
only
right? I couldn't do it in my on my street because there's too much around. You
Bro.
have to have open space. You
can't do
I
it.
could go into the middle of a baseball diamond.
Yeah.
And still have to set up pylons and a landing pad.
No. I see guys like that and I'm like, you hate your family. This whole thing, your hobby, is designed to not spend time with your family. When I see the guy with the big drone and the pylons, right, I'm like, he hates his family.
Yeah, you're a pylon.
Right.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So various parts of the country still trying to dig out from all this nasty snow we've been getting. And I drove by one of those depots yesterday where they take all the snow from the city and it's just there in this big empty lot, right? And as I'm approaching, first of all, I didn't know that this area that I was in had one of these spots. As I'm approaching, I see clouds of smoke in the air. And it was like dark smoke. And I thought a house nearby or a condo nearby was on fire.
Yeah.
And I roll my window down and I don't smell smoke. I don't smell burning.
Yeah.
And I drive by and I notice these mounds of snow. And I'd never seen this. I've heard of the machine before, but I'd never seen it in action before. But the snow melter, which, those giant bins that you sometimes see on somebody's, at a construction site or on somebody's driveway?
Yeah.
So it was basically one of those, right, attached to a truck, and that had all these bulldozers with piles of snow, mountains of snow, dumping it into this thing called the ice melter. And I was like, I wonder how that thing works. And then I looked it up, and maybe this is just brand new information just for me. I don't know if anybody else knows this, but this bin is just full of boiling water. And then they take the snow and they dump it in, and within seconds, all that snow melts, and it just drains out of the other side of the melter.
Yeah.
But it was incredible to see because I've heard of all these places where they take the snow once they take it off of city streets, because you always wonder, outside of like pushing it up against, your lawn.
What are you going to do with it?
Where does it all go? Like, where does all the snow that they take off the highways go once they put it into a massive dump truck?
The first time I saw the sort of portable version of that was years ago in New York, and I don't even know if they still use them, but it looked like almost like a mini Zamboni kind of thing. It was this machine that went on the sidewalks, and on the bottom of it was like a flamethrower.
Oh my God.
Right?
Oh.
And what it did was after the snow had been shoveled and somewhat removed, there was still the sort of residual, because I was like, whenever I was in New York and after a snowstorm, there was snow, but like a couple of days later, like there was nothing left on the sidewalks. Like the sidewalks were clear and dry, right? And then I saw this guy and they had this thing, which was like it had flames on the bottom of it. And it melted whatever was there, but also dried the sidewalk so it didn't turn to ice.
Incredible.
Like it just evaporated everything as they were moving it along. Now, it was amazing. I was like, where do I get one of those?
Do you think that they have like anything special mixed in with the water to prevent, because all that like gunk and stuff, like there's probably like hazardous stuff to the environment.
I don't know.
Right? Like, is there stuff mixed into the water to prevent what's in the smoke going into the atmosphere?
Like a chlorine or something?
Yeah, or even like the water, once it turns into water and it's being dumped onto the side of the...
Once you boil it, it should take all that away.
Yeah.
Who knows? But
Did you see what happened in Detroit?
No, what happened?
Look at the picture. Google Detroit flood. So there was a part of there was a part of Detroit where it flooded and then it froze.
Oh my goodness.
So it's like an ice rink that is up halfway on the cars.
Oh no, this is
no. Like, I don't know how you deal with that. That's a bad day. That's a bad day.
God.
Like this neighborhood,
it's an ice rink. It's
the
an
whole
ice rink,
neighborhood is an ice rink, but it's up halfway, like to cars. Like you can't. Like cars are just like frozen in ice.
Yeah, you
It's like
can't-
they all drove into a lake.
You can't get into any of those cars.
No,
or out of. Oh my
that I know.
What do you do?
I don't know. I don't know what you do.
You need a big bucket of hot water.
I don't know. I don't even know. But then, like, what? It's just water after that. Then you're flooded.
Yeah. Then where does all that water go?
Where does all that water? Yeah. Where does it all go?
In the sewers?
But they're
The
obviously
sewers are gonna be
flooded. That's why there
overrun.
was a flood.
And whatever's in the sewer is frozen as well.
Yeah. I don't know what you do in this
what a
situation.
mess.
I don't know what you do. This is probably the worst winter picture I've seen so far this year.
Yeah.
Like the most unmanageable, like upsetting picture of winter that I've seen. It's incredible. Those poor people in Detroit. Oh my God.
No. Like, what an excuse to give your boss as to why you can't get into work.
Yeah.
Right? My car is frozen in ice.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know. Like, what do you
Your
even...
boss would say, take the bus.
Yeah, but the
A
bus is frozen in ice.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Throughout the history of the Roz and Mocha Show, we've played for you multiple examples of Dammit Maurie reading commercials and failing miserably at that. The reason why I bring this up is because there's a mistake that happened recently in an ad that both Maurie and Shem were reading together.
Oh.
And then
reading together.
And spoiler alert, Shem starts reading, and then Maurie has the audacity, and I am listening to it. I'm like, hey, this actually sounds good.
Yeah.
And then Maurie has the audacity to stop Shem in the middle of his sentence and say, do that again.
No.
Yeah.
You're giving notes?
Yeah. And then proceeds to
I
read
was
his...
being helpful,
and
not
then-
an audacity.
And then proceeds to read his line and screw it up.
Did you really?
Yeah. So if we could just go back in time to revisit some classic moments of Dammit Maurie commercial fails.
No, this is not a curling commercial, but you really do need to hurry into Dixie Mitsubishi. No, this is not a curling commercial, but you really do need to hurry into Dixie Mitsubishi to mitts. Like mitts on your arm. This Hanukkah, give Israel bonds as Hanukkah. This Hanukkah, give Israel bonds as Hanukkah. This Hanukkah, give Israel bonds as Hanukkah.
Okay. So you gotta get the gist of all that, right?
This Hanukkah.
So, so here's Dammit Maurie and Shem reading a script for the new Seeker app that we have here. Okay?
Seeker is your ultimate streaming platform where you can listen to live radio, podcasts, sports, news, and more. Plus, chances to win big.
Do that again.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that part?
No, what did he say?
He goes, do that again.
Do that again?
And then he says, I think he says a little bit smoother.
Do that again.
Okay.
A little smoother.
Like he's the casting agent.
Right?
I love it.
Like it sounded fine to me.
I love it.
Right?
I love
Seeker is your ultimate streaming platform where you can listen to live radio, podcasts, sports, news, and more. Plus, chances to win big.
To celebrate, we're giving away a new iPod Pro 500. Wait.
iPad. iPod. That's not exciting at all. An iPod. Here you go, guys. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, they haven't made an iPod in years. They discontinued the iPod. What world are you living in where you think some of the Seeker app would be giving away iPods?
Also, you can't give notes and then screw up.
Right away.
Yeah.
Plan on screwing up.
I know, but you can't. You can't tell somebody to go smooth, and then when it's your turn,
Yeah, get all excited.
put the
Hey, guess
boots
what,
on.
guys? We're giving away an iPod.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Gotta play this audio for you. There's so much chaos happening in it.
I like
We're going to discuss the subject of what it is they're talking about, and they get into it rather early in the conversation between this brother and sister, okay? But I have to play the entire thing because of how heated these two are about this subject. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
We're having a debate in my home. It's not a debate. It's a f***ing debate. It's a debate. It's a debate about chocolate cake, about yellow cake. Chocolate on it or chocolate? It's the yellow cake. It's a yellow cake. It's a yellow cake. Bro, okay. So we're having a debate in our home about yellow cake and chocolate icing. Everybody is saying that it's chocolate cake instead of your yellow cake with chocolate icing. It is not a chocolate cake. If I bring to a party a yellow cake and a chocolate icing, y'all gonna expect a chocolate cake. It's chocolate cake. It's not a chocolate cake. It's a yellow cake with chocolate icing. That's a chocolate cake. That is not a chocolate cake. A chocolate cake, it consists of cocoa. It consists of cocoa. That is a chocolate cake. That is yellow cake with chocolate icing. There is no chocolate cake.
Oh my God.
a fudge cake. If there's fudge, then that's a fudge. That's fudge cake. Then that's fudge. What the fuck is wrong with you? Anybody somebody says, "Oh, I would love a strawberry cake." It's just strawberry icing. That's not true because maybe I want vanilla icing. Maybe I want vanilla icing. So then I'll say I want a strawberry cake with vanilla icing. I want strawberry cake with lemon icing. We have had strawberry cake with lemon icing. No, it is not.
Okay. So the question is, what makes a chocolate cake a chocolate cake? Is it the cake or is it the icing? Because the husband is saying the brother is saying what makes a chocolate cake is the icing and not the cake, and the sister is saying no, what makes a chocolate cake is the actual cake.
She's right.
I'm with the
she is.
sister on this one.
Of course.
Her brother is bugging.
Because according to him, then they're both chocolate.
Yes.
Because he's saying that if you have a vanilla cake with chocolate icing on it, then that's considered a chocolate
That's like
cake.
calling a chocolate dipped donut a chocolate donut. It's not. It's a dipped donut.
I agree.
Like a
I
dipped
think
cake,
we're all in
basically.
agreement with Shem. You have this look on your face like you're agreeing with her brother.
Just reminds me of home, really.
Oh, but what do you think? You're not agreeing with the brother, are you?
No. The cake, if the cake is chocolate, then it's a chocolate cake, not the icing. The icing doesn't make it.
icing doesn't
doesn't
determine what flavor the cake is.
The icing adds to it. Like if it's a chocolate cake with chocolate icing, then it's a double chocolate
No, it's not.
cake.
It's just a chocolate cake.
No,
with
it's a double chocolate
with
cake.
chocolate icing.
It's a double chocolate cake. They literally label that at the
Then
store.
it's a chocolate cake with vanilla icing.
Yeah.
Then
but
it's a
that's
chocolate
what I'm
cake with
saying.
raspberry icing.
Yeah, but a chocolate with chocolate is a double chocolate.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But it's not.
I would love a chocolate cake with chocolate icing right now.
No sane person thinks that the frosting determines the cake.
No.
No sane person.
But it adds to
bake a
it.
cake.
What's that, Maury?
The term is bake a cake. You're baking the cake is the cake part.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Everybody gets it.
We're having a debate in my home. It's a debate.
Oh my God.
He's fired up. That
He
guy.
really is. And then by the end of it, she just was done with all of it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Grace, welcome back to the Roz and Mocha Show. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Remind us again, how long have you been a flaming Romo for? A Roz and
my
Mocha super
gosh.
fan?
I actually don't know. It's ever since after listening to, oh my God, I forgot. It's another show, but it's been like maybe a decade.
Oh, okay, cool. Because we were going into year 16 here on the Roz and Mocha Show. Grace sent us this text. After going to the washroom at home, do you wash your hands first before pulling your pants up? Or you pull your pants up first and then wash your hands? Before we get to everybody else's answers, hold on. Before we get to everyone else's answers, there's a reason why you're asking this question, Grace. So go ahead with your answer.
Well, my answer is I actually wash my hands after I pull my underwear and my pants up. But technically, for cleaning, like cleanliness, we should be washing our hands first.
So have you asked this question to other people and that's the answer you got?
No, I just thought about it one day. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I should be washing my hands first before.
No, because I think we don't have to go around the room. I think universally here on the show, everyone's answer is going to be you pull up your pants first and then you go and wash your hands, right?
Absolutely, because how do you get to the sink?
You're not going to shuffle, and especially what if you're in like a public bathroom, right?
I was going to say.
Like Maria, can you imagine public bathroom?
Sorry, guys, hold on.
Yeah,
everybody shimmying, or you got your skirt tucked in on your elbow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you imagine like if you're at a club, Maria?
No, oh my God, no.
Okay, wait. Are you talking about washing your hands before you do anything? Or are you talking about going in, sitting down, doing your thing, then leaving your pants down, then shimmying over, washing your hands, then pulling your pants up?
Yes, when you're at home, yes. Because technically, your hands should be clean, right, before touching anything.
So I would say, like, maybe you could maybe convince me that washing your hands before you go to the bathroom as opposed to after you go to the bathroom. Maybe I could understand that because you want, if you're touching things down there, maybe you want clean hands, right? But I don't understand the going to the bathroom and only washing your hands to pull your pants up. That seems weird to me.
Yeah. No, you got to pull the pants up first.
Then. Your hands are dirty.
They're not filthy. Like, what are you doing?
I know, but still, like, I do this. I wash it afterwards, but then I'm like thinking, I should actually be cleaning it before I touch anything else.
Have you tried that at home?
How dirty are your hands?
No,
how dirty is your ass?
They're not.
But when you say your hands are dirty, like what kind of dirty after you go to the washroom?
What are you doing with your hands?
No, nothing. No, it's just I'm just thinking like just cleanliness wise. Like,
are you playing with it?
No.
Okay.
Oh God, Roz.
No, but as I'm thinking, okay, I should be like.
It's not like it's not clay.
Dirty or.
Right?
Oh my.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, why would you say that?
You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Right?
No.
Like, that's, I don't know. Like, it's not.
It's just
it's not a toy. Like, it's not.
I know.
What I mean?
I know.
Just leave it there.
Anyways.
Just leave it there.
No one's touching it.
Yeah. Grace, just wash your hands after, like, just do your thing, pull up your pants, and then just wash your hands, okay?
Yeah,
that's what I do anyways. Yeah, but then I just thought of it.
And double soap.
Yeah. And don't be asking this question to anybody else, Grace.
Oh, I would not.
Okay.
I have a question. Let me add to this.
What more?
If you go to the bathroom and then you're planning on taking a shower,
right?
Do you wash your hands and then go into the shower?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely you do.
Oh, because I'll just clean my hands in the shower.
That's no. Then just rubbing your dirty paws all over your body.
Wait. Hold on.
What?
Let's say, because I have done this before.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. I go into the bathroom. I am about to take a shower, so I turn the shower on.
Yes.
Then I go to the bathroom.
Yes.
Even just a number one.
Sure.
Then I get up.
Yeah.
I will just dive into the shower without washing my hands.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, no.
Absolutely.
Just even out of habit, I will still walk over to the sink, wash my hands, and I got soap right there. It's just out of habit.
Really? See, I
I'll
wouldn't
still
do
wash
that.
my hands with soap, and then I hop in the shower.
Really? Yeah. And I would say even at home, like after I pee, I'm at like maybe 50%. I'll wash my hands after I pee.
What?
Maybe.
Roz, what if you
Maybe.
after?
I get busy. I get busy. I get busy. Because most times I don't even touch anything because I'll sit.
I know,
I don't touch anything.
You're touching the couch and the handles.
No,
that
I
everyone else
mean,
touches.
while I'm in the bathroom, I don't touch anything.
You're using your hand to like lift up the toilet seat and stuff.
No, I don't. It's up, or I use my foot.
Do you ever turn on the faucet just so people in the other room think you're washing your hands?
No, Maury, I don't do that.
Bro, what are you, 6?
Please tell me you wash your hands here.
Yeah, of course I do. It's just
With
as
soap?
easy. Yeah, with soap.
And not just to run your hand under the water just like quickly and then wipe your jeans?
No, I hate it because it's one of the automatic ones. Yeah. So I have to have like one hand that I put to like, because I like the solid stream as opposed to the spurts. Right? Shut up, Shem. Right. So
everyone's got their preferences.
I've almost figured out how to get a solid stream with one hand while I you know what I mean?
Celebrate wins, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a man that knows how to use both hands. Grace, you're the best. Love you lots. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Roz.
All right, girl. Have a beautiful day, okay?
Thanks, guys. Love you too.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Last night, Toronto Raptors star Gradey Dick was the surprise special guest at the Gillette North Star event, where he surprised local Toronto kids from layup youth basketball during a clinic at the Toronto Raptors practice court.
I'm looking at this picture that Maury posted of he and Gradey Dick, and Gradey Dick is so tall and Maury's so little that if Maury turned sideways, he could put his nipple in Gradey Dick's belly button.
Wow.
That's where
Like,
you're... Okay.
That's exactly the height difference. Like imagine another human being's, the height difference is that their nipple is in the same horizon line as your belly button. Like that's the height difference between Maury and Gradey Dick.
You could have just said Gradey Dick is tall.
But I did say that.
Now I can't stop thinking about my nipple.
It's called context.
I know, but also
You tell me.
It's called visual.
Okay,
Visual
look at that.
We don't need.
Look. You tell me.
Oh yeah, you got some big titties, Mark. So.
No, he's not asking how. No, he's saying they line up. He wasn't asking the size.
No, but like, you know.
Well, so.
Jiggle. Here's what happened, because the kids had no idea that Gradey Dick was
that's
showing up, right?
amazing.
What do you think about welcoming Gradey Dick?
The looks on their faces, they were all stunned, right? Because Gradey Dick just fresh off of All-Star Weekend in San Francisco, representing for the Toronto Raptors, right? David Maury getting a chance to sit down and chat with Mr. Gradey Dick.
Gradey Dick, it is so good to see you again, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, this is the worst winter we've had in years. It may be the worst winter you've ever experienced. Are you prepared for the snow? Is this crazy to you? Like, how prepared are you for this snow?
Not very prepared. You know, I got to get used to it more, but yeah, it's probably the coldest I've seen it be here. I mean, there was one other time last winter, I think it was last winter, actually in Kansas, because we get different temperatures, stuff like that, different weathers. I think the Chiefs were playing. Patrick Mahomes cracked his helmet in half because of the weather, but that's the only other time I've seen it be that cold. But yeah, I got to get better at it.
Do you have the proper like clothing and boots? Like, do you have galoshes?
Yeah, I'm starting to get more coats and stuff like that, and all the beanies or the whatever you guys call them and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm getting more and more.
If you could switch places with any NBA player for a day, who would it be and why? What would you do in their shoes?
I would just stay myself because I love my life. But if I had to, I don't know if I had to. I don't know. Maybe Wemby, just to feel it feels like to be 7'5" or 7'4", however tall he is. I feel like, I don't know, just touch the rim, grab the rim standing up, feel how that feels.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'7".
Oh my God. Not much of a difference, is it? I mean, once you're that tall, we all look small to you.
Yeah, this week in San Francisco, it felt like a big difference standing by him, so I don't agree with that one.
Can you imagine? He's already 6'7", and then to be somebody who's 7'5".
Tall guys only want to be taller.
Like, that's wild.
Yeah. Like, my brother's 6'1", and he's like, cool. I'm 6'4". I would love to be 6'6".
Why?
Really? Yeah, I don't know.
Then you got to duck everywhere.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I would just, I don't know what it is. Tall guys just want to be forever. I would love to be 6'6".
Oh, forever.
I would love it.
I'd love to be 5'8".
David Maury talking to Gradey Dick of the Raptors.
What's the most common question you get asked by kids when you meet them? Is there one thing that sort of stands out that everybody wants to know?
People back home always ask how it was playing LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
Because they know he's my favorite player and stuff like that. So, it was pretty cool to be able to tell him that I was on the same court as him and played against him and guarded him a couple of times. So that's a pretty cool question.
Okay, can I ask that question then? What was it like playing with LeBron?
Just that. I mean, this is my favorite player. He got drafted the same year I was born, so that's kind of crazy to think about. He's been in the league the same amount of years I've been on Earth. So being able to be on the court, with the greatest player of all time, it's cool.
LeBron would not like to hear that stat.
No.
At all. That's like...
Or do you think it's like an honor thing? Like he knows he's that good that he's still able to play that like...
Sure.
I think that's more... Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like on that SNL thing the other night. Sabrina Carpenter opened the show with Paul Simon, and they did a song, and Paul Simon was like, this song came out in 1974, and Sabrina Carpenter was like, I wasn't born in 1974. Neither were my parents.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Seeker app.